Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is a new comedy film from director Jake Zemansky. It stars Zac Efron, Anna Kendrick, Aubrey Plaza, and Adam Devine. The story is based on a true story about a pair of brothers who put an ad out on Craigslist for some dates to their sister's wedding in Hawaii. These brothers are a couple of deadbeat losers who ruin family events continuously, and their parents give them an ultimatum that they have to bring dates to the wedding in order to keep them straight. When the trailer for this movie came out, I was pretty excited. It looked like a really funny movie, but you can't trust trailers these days because sometimes a good trailer turns out to be a bad movie. Sometimes you might get a bad trailer that turns out to be a pretty good movie. This time round, personally, I think the trailer absolutely nailed it. Now, you might notice that there is somebody sitting next to me, which is the first time that that's ever happened. This is my good friend Craig Scott, who is a writer and actor and just came along to see the film with me. Say hi, Craig.
Hi.
You're supposed to say hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Yeah, because there might be someone named Craig watching.
Hi, Craig.
Oh, thank God for editing.
So, the actual film itself. Now, we were fairly constant in our opinion of the movie. We did differ on a few things, but Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick made this film.
They were absolutely awesome. For me, I thought all four of the major leads were absolutely spot on. Not just the performances, but they were really well cast as well. Zac Efron is proving to be a tour de force as far as comedy roles go these days, but Anna Kendrick, Aubrey Plaza, particularly Anna Kendrick, who we're not used to seeing her in these kind of roles because their two characters were these stoner deadbeats, and I thought they were hilariously funny.
They were as equally a bigger screw-up as the guys, and that's part of the premise of the film as well.
Definitely.
But I think where we differ a little bit is on Adam Devine. I felt that he was trying to pay homage to Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura. He was hamming it up a little bit too much. But you really liked what he was doing.
On the other hand, I thought he was hilarious. His character was this whiny little bitch who had this high-pitched scream and stuff. So look, I'm thinking about it now and I'm laughing. That was the thing. This movie was consistently funny. In my review of Central Intelligence, I was talking about how the jokes were a little bit few and far between and there wasn't anything that was like gut-bustingly hilarious. There were a couple of instances in this movie, one where I almost spat food and one where I almost choked on my water. It was just funny the whole way through.
Yeah, I had popcorn stuck in my throat at one stage and I was coughing furiously.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, there is some bits that we can't really talk about and give away because I think it would just spoil the film. But when what would you call it, the spa scene? I'd call it the spa scene.
The spa scene, yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple things that happen in the spa.
Yeah. Now, in the trailer, we've seen, the massage, well, some bits from the massage scene. My God, that was fantastic. Actually, that was one thing with the trailer. Don't be scared because the trailer didn't give everything away, even though there were, obviously teased you with a lot of moments, but a lot of those scenes, including the ATV scene that drives off the thing, smacks her in the face, they were extended in the movie. There was a lot more to it. So the trailer in this instance, they actually did a pretty good job.
And the comments made after that really made that scene work.
Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. That was actually the thing. Like, it wasn't just the writing in the script. There was a lot of great visual gags, just looks on people's faces, things like that.
And they showed at the end of the film, like, when the credits are rolling, that a lot of it's ad-lib.
Yeah, which you could tell from watching the movie that, it was one of those movies, like a lot of comedies these days, where there was a lot of ad-libbing going on, but it worked really well. The chemistry between all the actors, not just the four leads, but I thought even the parents, the bride, everybody was really, really good.
What I want to make special mention is all the supporting cast. The parents, the bridesmaid, all these supporting characters just brought so much more to it, and actually, sometimes were a lot funnier than the actual main actors.
Another thing as well that I thought having the setting in Hawaii actually really did a lot of good for the film as well. It was a really different location to your usual things based in cities or whatever. It was nice.
Now, without sounding like a auteur on film, the costume designer, some of the costumes in the film felt like they'd found a secret stash of 1980s Banana Republic and dressed the cast in that. It was one of the other ongoing jokes in the film.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of they got really heavy into character development, which is great, and then it sort of, for me, fell down a bit when they started getting really deep and meaningful with the characters. Now, you said it was about halfway through. I felt it was the third act.
Yeah, for me, the only thing that I could really fault the movie on was that around the middle of the film, they kind of stopped with the character development and just sort of had a bunch of situational gags, that sort of thing, which, I mean, they're great, but I mean, the movie started off with a solid introduction to all the characters. You know, you really liked these characters, even though they were absolute losers and stuff like that, but they were funny, and we really got to know them. And then, you know, when all the four characters meet, it started forming the relationships between them, that kind of thing. And I thought, yeah, I like where this is going, but it kind of ground to a halt and just had a bunch of funny stuff going on and then picked up later on. So for me, there was a slight lull in the character development in the middle, but it was still funny.
I think it got bogged down a little bit too much in them trying to find redeeming qualities of all the actors, or the characters, I should say. If they'd kept it central to the actual, just that trip and the story around that trip, rather than them trying to learn life lessons, I think that would have set up the film better in the third act.
Yeah, right. But yeah, see, for me, because I liked that once it picked back up again with the character development, you know, I liked their histories and stuff sort of, you know, came into play, and I mean, look, it was a little predictable as to what was going to happen with everybody, but in a movie like this, you know, it's as they say, one of those movies where you can just switch your brain off and have a good laugh. So, you know, for that purpose, it absolutely worked. Actually, one thing I did like is that as the trailer came out, a lot of people were comparing this movie to Wedding Crashers, and I loved that they actually referenced Wedding Crashers in the movie.
There was a lot of film jokes.
Yeah, but I particularly loved that they actually referenced Wedding Crashers. To me, it was almost like a, you know, screw everybody, you know, yeah, you can compare us to that movie, but we're going to reference the movie anyway. I really dug that.
There's a scene where they're all get excited about a Jurassic Park trip, standing around a table. It's not something you'd think would be funny, but it's just hysterical when everyone in their group, except for a couple of them, get into this thing about going on a Jurassic Park trip. It was
good. That was another scene, yeah, with great visual humor in it. Yeah, I really dug that. What would you rate the movie? Out of 10, including 0.5s.
Ooh, 0.5s. I'd probably say... I'd almost give it a 7.75.
7.5?
7.75. I want to... Yeah, 7 3/4. I just want to be different. So.
Oh, wow, that is different.
Yeah.
Well, look, for me, like I said, the movie set out to achieve what it had to do. I laughed the whole way through. It's definitely something that eventually, when it comes out, I'll pick it up on Blu-ray, add it to the collection, because it's got serious rewatch value. So, yeah, look, for me, I'm going to give Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates an 8.5 out of 10. So thank you very much for watching my review. Definitely go out and check it out, especially if you need a good laugh. It is absolutely worth going to the movies to see. Thank you very much to my friend Craig Scott for joining me on this review. That was a lot of fun having you here.
Don't trust what I say. Don't trust what he says. Watch it for yourself.
Exactly. Make up your own mind. But in the meantime, if you've seen it, let me know what you think. Drop me some comments either here or on Facebook, because we love to talk about movies and we'd love to talk about movies with you. That was stupid, because you're not going to talk to people about it. Anyway, bye!
Bye!
Hey you there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Click subscribe. You see the big word up the top that says subscribe? Well, click on it. Click on it now. Do it! Yeah!